Hey everyone, it's Justin from Belfield Music. I'm here at Noisegate Studios with Sam from Native Instruments Australia. How you going, Sam?
I'm good, thank you, Justin.
We're taking a look at the new Traktor MX2 today. Now it's been a hot minute since Native Instruments have released something like this.
It has been, it's been quite a few years now, so it's super exciting that we have the MX2 officially out in the public. It's an exciting update for us, so shall we open it up?
Absolutely, yeah, let's get this down.
Perfect. I guess the first thing we can notice here, we have the updated NI logos as well.
Yes.
New marketing.
And look, straight out of the box, I can see like a lot of the design tends to kind of tie in with their new logos and their new design, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we've recently had the X1 Mark III updated, the Z1 Mark II updated, and the MX2. You'll see that is also brought in line. So that.
Now this looks super clean.
It is, isn't it? It's
right?
a very, very sleek update.
Yeah.
Very minimal at first glance, which I feel makes it really stand out. We haven't actually connected it to the computer yet as well. So we just sort of got a couple of backlit buttons. If we want to see them in full effect as well, we can hit that. So
yeah, excellent.
It really does stand out. Even if you're not using it, you could put it into this mode. So dark room, really looks striking. But let's connect it over to Traktor and we'll see it light up now.
There we go. Yeah, that's looking a little bit more like the controllers that we know and love.
Absolutely, yeah. We have full RGB backlit capabilities, as well as the translucent bottom casing now.
Oh, I'm just noticing that now, yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It'll stand out more in a darker room. Obviously, we have lighting here to really illustrate the product. By default, I believe it comes set at blue, but you'll have a loop mode, which will flash green on the deck that you have the loop engaged, or it will flash red when you're coming to the end of your track. It really does look quite striking. So jumping up to the unit itself, we have the mixer section right in the middle. It looks very similar to what we've seen in the Z1 Mark II. You have your two channel faders and your crossfader. We have our cues, our mic input. We even have our channel effects controls, our 3-band EQ, and our gain controls at the top. Nothing too crazy or out of the ordinary here. It's very much so what you'd expect on a DJ controller. Where we start to step into the new features, right up at the top above our jogs, we now have 2 dedicated effects controls. So these 4 knobs and buttons giving us controls for Traktor Pro 4 software effects directly on the device. So this is a new update on the Traktor MX2.
Okay.
Something really exciting that we were missing in the S2. So I'm sure a lot of DJs are going to be very excited to have that.
Sounds like it, yeah, awesome.
So we've had Traktor Pro 4 software out for a couple of years now. Having the MX2 updated, brought in line with these new software features is a huge plus for plenty of DJs. And we now have dedicated control over our stems. We have, as mentioned, the effects engine control. We have some updated browser controls, as well as the pattern player. I'm not too sure if you're familiar with the pattern.
I'm not actually.
Okay, beautiful. Well, let's have a look at this. So right now, if we have a look at the top of the unit, we'll see that these buttons are all lit green. This actually indicates that we're in pattern player mode.
Okay.
If I was to press shift and the first button, we've gone to orange or yellow, depending on how you want to see that. Those are your effects modes. But if we jump back over to pattern player mode, we'll now see that this pad perform button is actually lit up. So if I push that, this takes us to the pattern player sequencer. From here, we can actually now start to plug in steps inside of a sequence.
So for novices like me, what can we do with the pattern player?
So the pattern player allows us control over a dedicated sound to put on top of our track. So if I was to start playing, we haven't actually got anything loaded on this track just yet. But if I engage the pattern player, we actually start to see some signal. By default, it comes up as a kick drum. You have controls to shape your kick drum sound.
Right.
So you can actually layer this on top of your song. It's a great performance tool. Also a fantastic option if you really just want to like give your track a little bit of extra oomph. This was already existent inside of Traktor Pro 4 and something you could use with your previous devices. But the main difference here now is with the included step sequencer, you can actually program your patterns on the fly.
I was literally just about to say, it looks like it's acting as a step sequencer.
Yeah, it is. So we actually have 2 pages. So we have 16 steps. You just simply push it twice to get to the second page. And from here, you can then plug in your steps.
Excellent.
Very simple and super fun.
So in addition to the pattern play, MX2 can also handle stems, is that right?
Yes, we can also handle stems now. So if I'm to load up a track that already has stems generated, we'll now see that the second button in our pad perform section is now active. This is our stems mode. So if we jump over to here, we have our on-off toggles for each of your 4 stems. So drums, bass, other, and vocals, as well as this. By selecting the bottom row corresponding pad, so right now we're controlling the drums, you also have the ability to control your individual mix levels.
Wow.
by using the track scrub, or if you use the looper, you actually have access to a DJ style filter, high pass and low pass per layer.
That's so cool.
It's a really handy tool to have directly on your controller. To add to this, we also have an updated flux looper control. So this is much like a stutter style loop. It is by default set up in flex mode, so when you release, the track will continue playing. So you'll always be in time. And we also do have our standard hot cue mode.
Excellent. And we've also got an updated jog wheel.
Yes, we do. So, and I have now updated them. They are very sleek. They match this new aesthetic. They are slightly larger than the previous S2.
Did notice, yeah, a little bit.
Absolutely, and they are touch sensitive. Plus they've included a turntable mode. So not only do you have your classic CDJ style jog mode, they've brought over the turntable mode from the S4. So you can really dial in how you want to control your tracks directly on the controller.
Awesome.
Overall, it's a great addition to their DJ line, something that we're very excited here about.
Excellent. You guys can check more on this on belfieldmusic.com.au. Or feel free to pop into store and you can demo one yourself.